Guess who's back? Back again. 504 to the core. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another episode of the 504 podcast. And NBA free agency will begin on June 30th. NBA draft on Wednesday. Busy week in the NBA coming up, and your New Orleans Pelicans have been in some rumors on Monday involving Brandon Ingram to the Atlanta Hawks for either Murray or Mr. Trae Young. Michael, I was just watching ESPN and Lakes, the great NBA reporter, probably the best one that they have, honestly. He had a nice argument to Brandon Ingram, and he's like, if the New Orleans Pelicans sign Brandon Ingram to a max contract, there needs to be an investigation. And I totally agree. It's a guy who averaged 14 points during the playoff series. Yes, he was hurt, but he's always pouting. He's a ball dominant player, terrible off the ball. You saw him with him on Team USA, and his value has been terrible. The Pelicans not liking any offers they get for him thus far. Hopefully that changes with either Young or Murray. Mike, what do you think about this whole situation so far this offseason?
Um, yeah, I mean, I said it. I said it last offseason. I kind of said it throughout the year. I never thought Bi and Zion really complement each other. I mean, it's fairly obvious they don't. Neither plays defense, neither stretches the floor. They both can facilitate, but yeah, no, you kind of have to pick a direction between the two, and it seems like at this point, Ingram's obvious choice to move on from. So, yeah, you'd probably be trading him at a low point, but yeah, I don't think you can realistically enter the season with him on your team, considering everything that's happened. So I will say that, but yeah, saying they haven't gotten offers they haven't liked. I mean, I don't know if that's true or not. They might have gotten offers they like, and then they might be waiting to move him closer to the draft, as a lot of guys are kind of expected to be moved then. So I'm not totally sure. It seems like every single rumor I read, they're trying to go after a center, and I mean, rightfully so. You saw the rumors with Sengun from Houston. You know, you've seen Nick Claxton rumors. You've seen they're really high on Jared Allen. So I think their mind's in the right place. I think Griffin probably values his players a little more than other teams do, and I feel like most GMs do that. You know, our guys mean more to us than you do to them. So I think if they do make a trade, it's either going to be for like a point guard or it's going to be, for a center. I don't know I don't know who, but who would be your guess as to, like, if you had to pick a team on where he ends up, who would you had to take a guess at?
Today, Atlanta
Atlanta. See, I think Sacramento. I think somehow he's going to end up there. I
with
said it last
Harrison
week.
Barnes, and then you get Kevin, was it Herter?
Yeah, and then you just see, like, you'll probably see a tweet from Woj. You'll say, like, Brandon Ingram and, maybe someone else just traded for, um, for Herter and Barnes and draft picks, and then you're like, okay, well, shit, how many draft picks? And then you might see 2 firsts and a swap, or 3 firsts, and maybe one of those is protected. You might see something like that, because it seems like the Kings are kind of desperate for trying to make a big time move. I saw today a report that De'Aaron Fox wanted to do an extension, or he won't sign an extension until he sees the direction of this team. So basically, De'Aaron Fox is putting the pressure on the franchise to do something. So, if they traded for Brandon Ingram, obviously
It's
that's
a
a
bonus. But
Sabonis. I mean, Sabonis is, I think, 8th in MVP voting. So
yes, he's a really good basketball player.
yeah, I think, I'm not the biggest Sabonis guy, but if they trade Sabonis, that'd be kind of wild. But if they did, I don't know, dude. There's just a lot of different moves that could be made, and it seems like a lot of teams are on the fringes with their guys. One thing I was kind of curious too is, do you think it's better just to kind of wait and see, like, how it falls, like with Paul George and all that, and then kind of like,
Yeah. Would you be interested in Paul George?
no, but I don't mean like Paul George in the sense that the Pelicans go after
I
him.
know, I know,
I
but if
mean
he opts in and they want to trade him,
like the Pelicans trade for him.
yes,
No, he's 34 years old. He's
yeah.
year 15.
But so is Harrison Barnes.
Yeah, but you're getting Harrison Barnes on a short-term thing, and you're not paying him max money. So,
Yeah.
but I mean, do I think Paul George is a top 30 player? Absolutely, but I would not be. I would not be in the camp of trying to pay him that kind of money. I think he's got 2 or 3 good years left, and then after that, you might see him fall off a cliff. But no, I mean the Clippers. Let's just be honest. The Clippers are going to re-sign him. They're going to. Everyone, I saw Chris Haynes say like, "Oh, they don't want to give him max money, bro." It's you got Steven Ballmer. He doesn't give one fuck about it. Like the brand new arena. Like you got James Harden, Kawhi, and Paul George. You can always sell that to people. So they're going to run it back. They're going to get bounced in probably the second round, and it's just going to be the same thing ever again. But that's my predictions. Everyone's saying Philly. I'm not sure about that. Logically, it makes most sense, like fit wise, because I think he does fit with Maxey and Embiid, but I don't think that's going to happen. Maybe some kind of, I would say sign and trade, but Philly literally has like 3 players on their team right now. So they got like Paul Reed, Embiid, and Maxey on the contract. That's literally it. So I also saw like what I'm saying is like if Paul George goes off the board, like
if Lauri Markkanen is somewhat available, and I keep seeing his name pop up, but I really don't think he's available.
I don't think he's available at all.
I don't think so either.
I think
But
that's
if he's
classic big
somehow
media.
available, that's your guy, Mike.
But I think that's classic big media trying to spin a small media market to try and trade him. So
yeah,
but
Walker
Danny Ainge
Kessler.
said it's gonna Walker Kessler's a guy the Pelicans should be very interested in. I'm sure they are, honestly. Good rim protector and on a rookie contract for the next 2 years. But I think he could be a guy you could go after. Maybe part of a bigger trade. Maybe like John Collins, Sexton, and Kessler, and maybe a pick for like Ingram and Nance or something like that. You could see something like that. But I mean that would honestly it makes sense for both teams. What's that?
He's averaged 2.5 blocks in 23 minutes the last 2 years.
Yeah, I mean the dude does what the Pelicans need, and he's young and he can stretch the floor a tad bit.
Yeah.
He's not totally incompetent with that, but
I mean he only made like 0.01 threes a game. He averages like 9 points, 8 boards, 2.5 blocks. He's a hell of a rim protector. He might be top 3 in best rim protectors in the NBA. Just looking at his totals, he attempted 4 threes in 19 attempts last year. Let's look at his plus minus real quick, Mike. Give me a second. Advanced stats. Where is his plus minus? Well, can't really find it currently, but he's a good player. He was 3rd in a rookie of the year voting in his rookie year 2 years ago as well.
Yeah, no, I'd be really happy if we got him. You still have to go get another center because they literally don't have any centers on their roster right now. So,
what about in the transitioning to the NBA draft? Do you like the kid from Duke, Kyle Filipowski? Probably butchered his last name, but it's all right.
Filipowski. If we drafted him, I wouldn't be upset. I don't think he's going to make an impact for 2 or 3 years. He needs to get a lot stronger. He can shoot threes a little bit. I mean, the guys I'm looking out for the Pelicans, like I'm hoping Jared McCain falls. I don't think he will. Everyone keeps saying Messi, whatever his name is, from Baylor. I don't know how much I see that. I feel like he's going to be a project big. Like he's either going to be like a really good player or he's going to be busted out in the league like in 2 years. I don't know. I think you just kind of this draft seems like there's really no top tier talent, so you kind of have to bank on the fact that like certain guys possess certain traits that you want on a team.
You know what? My love for Tristan da Silva. I think, dude, I love his game. Right, he's Trey Murphy, a little bit better defensively. Trey's a better 3-point shooter, but he can handle. He's got way better handles than Trey. He's long, lengthy, 6'9", can handle a basketball, good, solid passer, good 3-point shooter, can defend. The kid can play. Right now, I see him going 12. I've been seeing him going 12 to 17 range. But if he's a guy you can go and get Tristan da Silva. Isaiah Collier from USC, point guard, maybe could be a guy.
If he's there at 21, you kind of have to take him because he was like he might have been the number 1 recruit, or he was like top 5 recruit in the country, and then he got hurt. So like, bro,
This draft's so
I
bad,
always like,
Derek.
yeah, I always like banking on guys that are like really high recruits that just got hurt, and then like they looked a little iffy. Like maybe nurse an injury. I think he could really be a value pick at that spot. It's a position of need. He can create a little bit of offense. So, like I said, I've always been a guy that's like, I love guys that can get their own shot. And like, I feel like he's shown at times he can get his own shot. So that's always something you kind of bank on. That's why I was always a fan of George last year from Utah. So I don't know. We'll see. What are your predictions for the Pelicans? Do you think they stay at 21, or you think it's part of a package to get moved? The problem is this pick is probably equal to like a early second rounder in normal drafts. That's like a
Yeah,
problem.
but we've been so good at drafting those spots with Herb Jones, with Trey Murphy was at 17. Obviously, it's different, but like they've been good at this spot. But
They
also, this guy's not playing next year. Like Jordan Hawkins was arguably one of the best rookies last year, and he didn't play.
yeah.
Um,
Unless they draft some older
Injuries can happen.
guy. I mean, that's the thing is like Pelicans do tend to take older guys.
Yeah,
So like
that's why
unless
I
you
think De Silva.
De Silva could play. I feel like
Yeah,
that. He's not really weak. He's not really great at anything, but he's not really weak at anything.
yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. I like if you took Messi or whatever, Messi, like that dude's not going to play at all.
Dude, I
So,
would love Messi, man. Get a New Orleans soccer team.
yeah, good luck with that. But yeah, I'm not sure. You think it's going to get moved, or you think they're going to take the pick?
I think it's a package with Brandon Ingram.
That'd be interesting. I saw a report that Utah is trying to trade 29 and 32 for Phoenix's 22, which makes sense for both teams, honestly. But I mean, if I'm the Pelicans, I would do 29 and 32 and just try and take big home run swings. And I mean, if you fail at those picks, then who really cares? I mean, those picks usually don't pan out anyway. So I would definitely do that. Why not?
Yeah, I agree.
Take some
All right,
high upside guys. But what's
you
that?
want to talk about McJesus?
Well, I want to ask you if where Paul George ends up. I'm gonna ask you that.
76ers.
Really? So you think he's gonna get traded, like sign and trade, or you think it's gonna
Yep.
be, or you think like just a signing because he's a free
I think
agent?
it's sign. I think it's sign and trade. I don't think Philadelphia has enough assets to go there.
But dude, it'd be a weird sign and trade. It's gonna be like Tobias
I know.
Harris and Paul Reed or something stupid.
Yeah, I agree. But I think 76ers.
Okay. And then Ingram thoughts. What are predict? So you're saying
Atlanta, I
Atlanta?
think, yeah.
Do we
I
get
think
Trey Young or Murray?
Trey Young. I
See,
mean, because that's who Zion wants.
I think we'll net a Kongwu no matter what, because I've heard for a long time that
Yeah,
Pelicans have interest in him. Um, so Okongwu and Trey Young, and then we'd
yeah.
ship off what Nance, Ingram, 21, and whatever the fuck else.
Probably another one or two more draft picks. So
Dude,
that's my
if
prediction.
they go any more than 2 firsts other than 21, I'll be like actually really upset.
Yeah.
I think they'll overpay big time, but we'll see.
So about McJesus, they're singing the national anthem, the real national anthem first. No, I'm just kidding. Dude, we're both hockey fans. To see this come back, one, Connor McDavid has proved not only to be one of the best players in NHL, but arguably one of the best players in NHL history. The dude's a wizard with the puck. How many opportunities he creates. I think McKinnon's going to get the Hart Trophy and MVP, but this is Connor McDavid's league. And if he comes back down 0-3 to give Canada's first championship in 30 plus years, it's going to go down in history books. I guarantee you tonight is one of the highest rated hockey games in a very, very long time, Mike.
Yeah, so we're recording this. Obviously, the game's on tonight.
Right now, it's just starting.
Yeah, so I don't really have a prediction for it. I've kind of just stopped watching once the Stars went out. But I mean, McDavid, Draisaitl, those are two studs. So
Tennessee's currently winning 3-1 right now as well.
yeah. So I don't know. I don't really have a take other than Connor McDavid. He's good. I don't know what else to say. I mean,
No,
he just
he's
skates different.
incredible. And just the atmosphere in Edmonton, you can tell the difference in home ice. Just looking at Florida's atmosphere, like they're kind of fake height. Just looking at this, but
I,
the atmosphere in Game 6, just seeing that crowd in Edmonton, it deserves to go back to Canada. My prediction: Canada wins. Edmonton Oilers bring the Stanley Cup back to Canada. So,
when was the last time they won one? Do you know?
93 Maple Leaf.
Yeah, I mean, if McDavid comes back 03
Oh,
and he wins
Canadians.
one, like
Canadians.
you gotta put him like up there, like for what he is. So skill levels don't only go up; they don't go down. He would dominate in any era. Like he's just a skilled player. So I mean, if you watch hockey, like he skates different. Like he's faster. He's just better in every way. So yeah. So you got the Oilers.
It's just a big sports like the NBA finals are so disappointing, right? This is the biggest sports moment right now until at least football season. It
Yeah,
is.
no, it's about
Oh,
to
we have the
suck.
Olympics as well.
Yeah,
Besides Olympics in August.
it's about to suck, dude. Like dog days of summer, it's just gonna be like NBA free agency and summer league, and then you just see Derek Carr's lighting it up against nobody in camp. I just can't wait. So yeah, it just is what it is. Part of the summer grind, but it's only 2 months really.
I know you can talk to Zach, but big week in LSU recruiting. Brian Kelly's been on a tear recently. I just want to say that
I thought you were
it's
gonna
been
say baseball, but yeah,
both,
yeah.
both. We could say both right now. It's going to be interesting. I saw Texas, Mike, real quick, just off topic. Texas fired their baseball coach, Pierce, who used to be at Tulane. Apparently, they're going to hire one of these two coaches, either the Texas A&M coach or Tennessee coach. But I think that's crazy.
I Yeah, I don't know. I don't know who makes more sense. I guess Vitello. I don't know.
Yeah,
I guess you want the younger guy, but I mean to do, bro, leaving Texas A&M to go to Texas,
that would be.
that warrants his death. That a lot of people are going to send some death threats over to his house. I mean, it's not going to be good.
I would rather live in Austin and College Station now.
But yeah, I mean, obviously, but I mean, Texas A&M a bunch of weirdos, but at the same time, like,
Woo!
yeah,
They're
yeah.
losing currently 3-1 now.
But yeah, no, but I mean, if I'm Texas, I'd definitely go after Vitello. I mean, he's a better recruiter. He's got the #1 class next year. I think I don't. He doesn't. It doesn't look like he's going to have Tennessee stopping anytime soon. So I would definitely go after him. But I have no idea who they're going after. I like I said, I saw a couple things, or like you said, I saw a couple things too where they said they're going after the coach, but they didn't really specify who. But yeah, it's just pretty crazy. They're doing this the day of the game, so it kind of is kind of distracting. If I was a player, I'm not sure.
Certainly. It's like, is my coach going to be here next year?
Yeah, and then you're probably going
Do
to
I
see
have to jump in the portal?
you're
Yeah.
going to see a mass exodus out of UT as well with all
Pierce
that.
gone. Yeah.
So we'll see. But you think it's Vitello or you think it's the A&M coach?
Vitel.
Yeah, is it Vitello or Vitello?
But Vitel. Shut
Vitel,
up.
Dick
But
Vitale.
yeah, no, just because that's his personality. So I
I,
think he would. I
I
think he
kind of
would
hope
go for the
so.
money.
I kind of hope so because it'll blow up. It'll blow up. I mean, Texas is in the SEC, obviously, but it'll blow up their recruiting class a little bit. I would think so. Kind of let. I mean, LSU is really going to be really good next year too. Have you seen the recruiting trail they've been on?
You're right.
I
Yeah,
don't know.
yeah. No, they've been very good, especially in the portal.
Someone said that like college baseball too is like really old this year. Like, and what I mean by that is like a lot of like really good teams have a lot of older players. So there's if you look at the draft, like it's stacked. Like it really is. There's a lot of like the Golden Spikes winners this year, like the nominees, like Caglione didn't even get nominated.
I
Like
know, and that's crazy. He had 36 home runs, and he was a
yeah,
pitcher as well.
Yeah, like the league, the college baseball as a whole is just older, and a lot of it's going to go to the MLB. So next year it's going to be kind of wide open. I don't think there's really a team that's standing out. I think LSU's well positioned for it.
I think the Rockies pick, by the way, is Jack. By the way,
Wait, what pick they have this year? Do you know?
three.
3. Yeah, I mean, hopefully, that'll be cool.
Do
Dude,
you,
there's so many good players. Like they're gonna get a
do,
stud.
do you wait to trade? Going back to the NBA real quick. I know we're bouncing all over the place, but this is this time of summer. Just sitting here thinking the last several minutes, Mike, about Darren Fox not wanting to sign that extension. That look, that would be my dream. A New Orleanian coming back to New Orleans. Would you wait to maybe say, "Hey, Fox wants to leave," and they don't want to give him up for anything to get rid of Ingram?
Wait. So wait, say that again.
Darren Fox will not sign a contract
Right.
extension with the
But
Kings.
he's only doing that unless the King he still has 2 years left. It's not like he's
Yeah.
like 1 year left where the Kings are like, we got to move you
Mhm.
now. So they're gonna wait and see what they do with free agency. I have no idea what they're gonna do, but it seems like they're gonna do something. Bro, what about like I'm reaching here, but what about like Keegan Murray, the 12th pick, Herder, and then whatever.
Keegan Murray, it's a win.
Yeah, Herder, and then like the 12th pick, and then you throw in 21 Ingram, and then whatever salary fillers on both sides. Like I think that's a framework of a deal.
So,
Because if they go after
and
Ingram,
I
you
would use
you
that
got to get rid of
12th pick,
Murray.
and then I would use that 12th pick and package like Larry Nance 12th pick to go get like a Walker Kessler.
You could probably get Kessler just for the 12th pick straight up.
Yeah.
Well, at least I would think. I mean, I'm not sure, but and then Utah would take 12 and 10 and move up to whatever they want.
Mhm.
Yeah, I mean Utah, the Kings, 76ers, Atlanta. Those are the obvious 4 teams,
Florida
right?
just scored.
Or did they?
Yeah.
Those are the obvious 4 teams for the Pelicans. I've been trying to think of like dark horse teams. I thought about the Thunder, but that doesn't really make any sense. That doesn't fit what they want to do. The Nets, but the Nets are just in a weird place. Like they can't tank, yet they're not good enough to be like anywhere near a contender, but they don't own their picks. So I don't know.
So just let Mikal Bridges come to New Orleans. Let him go.
So what would a Mikal Bridges trade look like for Ingram? Obviously, Mikhail's more well regarded.
Yeah. It'd be probably Ingram and like two first.
Really? I think that's a lot.
Yeah.
Well,
They want to
I mean, Brooklyn would have to throw in another guy, so like to match the salaries. So because Mikhail's on like a 20-something $million deal, and
Yeah, let's look at the Nets roster. Let's go
Dory
Nets.
Finney-Smith that comes to my mind. Um, they got Cam Johnson, but he's making like 20-something million. What if you do like Cam Johnson, Mikal Bridges for Ingram?
Ben Simmons? No, I'm kidding.
I feel like Dyson would be in it. So Ingram, Dyson, and then like 2 or 3 firsts for like Mikal Bridges and Cam Johnson. Cam Johnson's overpaid, but he's still a good player. He's one of the
So
best
good.
shooters.
And he was 28. He averaged 13, 4, and 2 last year, shooting almost 40% from three.
Yeah, he's
He's
just overpaid. That's all.
Yeah, he would be a really good backup stretch big. Yeah, I would do it.
Do what? Cam Johnson?
Yeah.
Yeah, I would too. I feel like they want Claxton though. That's the problem.
Yeah. Claxton's a free agent, right?
Do is your Pelicans friend saying anything? What's going on?
No, he's been quiet.
Something's brewing. Yeah, I don't know what's going on. They seem to keep things pretty tight knit. Like they'll tell Christian Clark things every once in a while, but it doesn't seem like guys are beat writers here don't seem really into leaking shit. I don't know if they really get much info, honestly.
Fletcher likes to leak stuff that's not true. Just kidding. Love you, Fletch. Just kidding.
Fletcher's trades are pretty awful. Yeah. What about who was I gonna say? What about Charlotte? Is Charlotte lurking? I don't. One guy said we checked in on LaMelo. I don't think that's true.
Yeah,
LaMelo makes
I
no
mean, I
sense.
think they check in on a lot of people.
Well, I know the NBA checks in on guys all the time. Like
Yeah,
they probably more than the fake trades media even come up with, but
yeah.
I'm sure it's like fantasy football with those guys. But yeah, I'm not sure. I'm trying to think of just a dark horse team. I just don't.
Edmonton just scored. Sorry, this is all happening very
Who
fast.
scored?
Edmonton's 1-1.
Okay. Yeah, I don't know. They're just I've been thinking of teams. I can't really think of any like that are, you know,
I agree.
lurking. So, but yeah, I think it'll probably be Atlanta or the Kings. That's my prediction.
Uh,
Before or after draft night? Before? Okay.
either before or during.
During's always weird. Dude, that's like one thing I wish the NBA would change. You know, like the NFL, it's like, oh,
Yeah, they
uh
switched the hats. I
yeah, the
agree.
NBA, you're wearing a fucking like I remember Jackson Hayes was wearing an Atlanta hat all night when the trade happened like 6 hours early. Like, bro, like, come on.
I agree. I
This
agree.
shit's so dumb.
I agree.
Yeah, but I don't know. I'm gonna say Griffin's patient and it's gonna be after. That's my prediction.
All I got.
Yeah, I was gonna say, is there anything else? Does Borrego leave the Pels?
No, because the Cavs just took that job.
Yeah, but Detroit is lurking. If I'm Borrego, dude, if I'm Borrego, I'm sitting my ass tight and I'm waiting for Willie Green to get shipped off because, bro,
Not
Willie
leaving
Green.
Pelican's job for Detroit.
Well,
That does not seem like a very good head coaching opportunity for a guy who's already have head coaching experience.
but you know what's crazy though? Like, just think about how many teams. Like, he was LA's second choice. He was the Cavs' second choice. Now he's being mentioned as the Pistons' choice. Was there another team that was mentioned? Lakers. No, I said Lakers. Lakers, Cavs, Detroit. But it just shows you like how well regarded this dude is. And then he comes in here and we literally had one of the worst offenses in NBA history in the playoffs. Like, and he was our offensive coordinator. So like it's kind of crazy.
Didn't help Zion, wasn't it?
Huh?
Didn't help Zion wasn't there.
But his whole philosophy was like, we got to take more threes. And I mean, the roster really isn't set for that. But, you
It
know,
helps when your go-to guy, Brandon Ingram, doesn't refuses to take threes, and he loves into shot clocks, mid-range jumpers over two defenders.
yeah. But if I'm him, I'm kind of just like lurking. Like, if Willie Green does get shit canned, which I could foresee, like, I think a lot of people are just kind of like, all right, he could get fired. Like if he goes to the play, if we make some kind of big move and then we get like a 6 seed or 7 seed and we're in the play in, then we get bounced after the first round and only go like 4 games. Like, dude, there's no way you can look at There's no way you can look at Willie Green and be like, we're bringing you back. Like, I don't know. That's my opinion. I'm sure I've seen Pelicans fans complain a lot for a team that's never won anything,
I
and
know.
it's I think most people would be pretty much on the same page. So I don't know. Fun times though. I guess
We'll see.
sports about to end, and then all the chaos about to begin. So I'm excited for it. I'm ready for it. Yeah, I think that just about does it.
See Wednesday.
All
Wednesday will be
right.
a fun night.
All right. Well, I'll tweet some dumb shit out. So yeah, follow our page. And yeah, we appreciate you guys liking, subscribing, and tuning in. Corey, anything else you want to add?
We're all hanging out. 100 years for another national title. I haven't won one since 1939. I've
Long
been
time.
struggling. Yep.
just to get poached by Texas.
Yep.
All right. See you guys next time.